Well, based on the CAD file that we have here, the walls that are filled with light concrete blocks are specified as AAC. So, to start this out, I'm going to make a notepad for myself just so I can write these down for you in my sample file in this destination. Let's just get over here, and yes. Right here, I'm going to make a notepad file, and then I'm going to open it up. I'm going to hit Save As, and I'm going to browse down on the encoding and put it on UTF-8. But before we do that, let me just see if we can write Persian in this one. And as you can see, I can do that. So I'm going to hit Ctrl S, and then I'm going to close it up. And it's been saved, as you can see. But if you have a problem and it doesn't support Persian in your notepad, the problem is probably with the encoding, and you have to change it from ANSI to UTF. And there we go. And I'm going to name this file here as IR-Keynotes. And then let's open it up. As you know, I've already explained the instructions on how to make a keynote in our 2020 Revit course training. So I go here and I write walls on this part. Let's just bring this file here and the AutoCAD here so I can just see them better. After I've done that, I'm going to put a couple of lines between them. And then I'm going to write user keynotes. Let me just do that. And there it is. So to copy it, I just hit Ctrl C and just let's have this one here for now. And let's go back to our joinery chart. Let's go here to the floor and then wall section. So I pull up the notepad again. So let's just have this open here, and I make a copy of this. Here on the line below, I'm going to write W-01. So after I've done that, I'm going to hit Tab and just go a couple of spaces to the right. And then here I'm going to write Crema Marfil Marble Grade 1 with a thickness of 1 centimeter. Just like this. And there you have it. And then I paste walls again here. And I go one line below. And then in this line I'm going to write W-02. I hit Tab again, and then I go back to the CAD file. And after that, I'm going back to the notepad, and in the next line, I'm going to write white trowel board sand and cement coating. And just like this. And then I hit Tab again, and then Ctrl V to paste walls. I hit Enter, and then I write W-03. So I'm going to keep writing these like this, but I'm not going to include them in the training video for you. So I'm just going to save this here. But an important note that you should know is when we have repetitive text like this in travertine rock, we have these in the terrace, the lobby, and the garage. And you don't have to keep writing these over and over. Once is enough. And we'll discuss the rest like the floor later. So let's just get back to this part here. Let's just write this here as well. We have a Leica wall here. So I'm just going to go ahead and write it here. here in front of W-07. Let's just take a look at the CAD file again. And there we go. Back to the notepad. I hit tab again and then I paste walls again. And then I go to the next line. And in the next line, I'm going to write fireproof wall. And then I'm going to hit tab again, and then I paste walls again. So I'm just going to keep writing these here. We don't need to write inside wall in any of these, so I'm just going to skip this one and go to the last one. And here in the next line, I'm going to write a wall filled with light concrete blocks. And then next to it, I'm going to write AAC. Just like this. And there you go. I hit tab again and then Ctrl V to paste walls again. So I'll just save it up to here. And after I've done that, I'm going to the next line and I'm going to write leaper blocks. Just like this. And then I'm going to hit tab again and then Ctrl V again to paste walls again. Just another save. So I'll close the notepad for now. So let's go back to the Revit file. And after we've opened up Revit, let's go to the family section, the walls category, the basic wall section, or maybe we'll just choose the wall first and then go on from there. Yeah, let's do that. So let's just see which wall we're going to choose. Our wall is from this block with a 30 centimeter girth. So let's just pop Revit back up again. Let's go to the edit type section and just get a duplicate of this. And then here I'm going to write outside wall with a girth of 30 centimeters. And after I'm done writing that, I just hit OK. After doing that, let's go to the edit type section. So I hit edit on this one. And in the material part, I'm going to search for block. So let's just see what we can get here. Now try to get a close look at the blocks that pop up here. We have all different kinds of blocks. It seems it's a bit hard to find the block that we want, so let's just go to the memory and add the block that we want ourselves. I go to the hollow block section and I'll pull this block up. I'll just check use render appearance on here. And in the identity part, I'm going to write the name of the block. But here's where it gets interesting. Because we've had a notepad ready, we can just paste the kind of block that we want here in the Keynote section. I'll just hit the Keynote here and it shows as default Keynotes. So I'm going to edit the name here. Let's see what we can write for it. Let's go back to the Keynote file that we had before. And this is what we're going to choose. A wall filled with light concrete blocks. And then I'm going to write it in the name section here. So just to shorten the name, I'm going to write light block in the name section. And in the description, I'm going to write a wall filled with light AAC blocks. And it's in the hollow block class. And here in the comment section, we have some useful information about the blocks that we need. If you want to, you can search the net for light AAC blocks and see what kind of info pops up. And these numbers here are the Iranian international standards. Let's just pull this down. And here we have standard tests done with AAC. You can take any piece of information from this site and just add it in the comment section to your identity tab. Let's just put this over here. Let's just delete this here. And in the keyword section, I'm just going to write AAC. And in the next part, if you want to, you can write the name of the manufacturer. This is purely optional, so I'm just going to erase it for now.